Hi, beautiful Pisces. I'm Sunny. This is a collective money message. I'm looking around because I'm trying to see if I might have to use a different deck for this read. Because this deck is laminated, so I don't want to wear it out too bad. But it's giving me some clear messages. But we're going to see what comes through. This is a money read for some of you. If you're interested in a love message from me, the link is in the description below to my other channel where I'm doing general collective messages in love over there at this time. But there's a playlist if you're interested. Alright, Pisces. This is money message. Money message for Pisces. Let's see. I did pick up on a little bit for some of you, but more come out clear. I'll add it in, which I feel like I'm gonna have to, because I see somebody is walking away because someone was entitled, and I do feel for some of you, you're walking away from a position that it just feel like isn't working for you. See? That's the High Priestess. This is someone private, quiet, intuitive. When I say quiet, it means to where you're listening to your intuition and it speaks volume. So for some of you, you choose not to disclose what your future plans is because it just feels more or less that for some of you, it feels you took probably a job or position that ideally is not what you want, but it was paying the bills. And it just feels like for some of you, there's someone who wants to change their profession. Excuse me. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, definitely. Travel, expansion, growth. Somebody really preferred the job, career. You know, it's not as stressful as this was. And this is why somebody's chucking up the deuce and saying, you know what, I don't have to take this. Even with the Emperor here, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer's here too with the Chariot. But this is somebody who's definitely a boss. Definitely someone who's looking at things in the long term to where, yeah, you took that position before because, again, the ends justify the means. But one thing I see is not going to mess with your day-to-day where it's becoming overwhelming. So Aries, Taurus, and Capricorn is here. Sunshine Bear, killing with kindness. So yeah, I do feel that in the process of being at this job that's probably quite annoying, you still maintain it because you already know you have the things you're working on. And you also know it takes time before you just jump into another position. For some of you, you have a certain amount of money you're trying to save. For some of you, you're waiting for the call because you already put out a few resumes. But also, too, I want to say, for some of you, you work in a certain job that's not ideal because of, I think, again, keep coming up with financial obligations, bills to be paid, and all types of things. But it also feels was coming up here as a, I don't want to do personal, but for some, I had to walk away from a connection. In the process of doing so, it was distance, it's travel, there's things you had to tend to, but in the process of doing so, you know there's still things that needed to be paid for. Yeah, I definitely feel that in the process of caring for whoever this was that took it for granted, it's more or less somebody was saying here that, again, kept feeling like I don't have to be here. I'm doing this because I care. I could actually do something else that's way more beneficial. but it just feels like, again, it calls for a different character, and you more or less was trying to do something different. Okay. There is a new offer. So for some of you, if you did put some resumes in, there is something coming in. But also, too, somebody feels that, again, I feel like the first position was initially taken, or somebody's doing a job because times is hard. It's like, for some, whoever this was. And it's just saying from that position, somebody knew they wasn't going to stay that way forever. It just was, again, a process that somebody seen that victory was on the horizon, but you had to do certain things to get there. Aesop Brothers Grimm, that's biblical lessons. This is somebody here. Taurus energy is here again. That somebody know ends justify the means, and you wasn't going to always be in this position. It feels like somebody here knew. Even sense of humor, super funny, because somebody definitely knows as long as you tend to the things you need, you was going to exceed whatever little box they thought you was going to be in. Capricorn energy, somebody here, yeah, borderline obsessive. When I see that, even with the stalker energy, it feels like somebody's being watched. So in the process of this energy, it's like, OMG, I gotta definitely get some elbow room, be in another position where this, whoever this person is, got too comfortable. Relax, relate, release, and that's what it shows. A whole different world for someone here. Even, and this is not a love read, but it keeps showing up. Somebody being sneaky, stalkery, and it feels like for some of you, you're only dealing with it or have dealt with it because you had to for temporary reasons. It's like strategically you wanted to be in a stronger position. Look at that tornado. Okay, so tornado is Scorpio, Aries energy, but it's showing that, again, it feels like how they say with tornadoes, where I am in this country, they like literally, it requires some FEMA, some help, especially if it's the damage is severe. So when I see tornadoes, like as the emperor, somebody knows that the ball fell in your court, or the responsibility feel like it's on you, because whoever this is incapable. And then even then, you're letting it be known that if they want, they have to, if they want to think that they could keep breaking things down for you to build it up again, it's a lesson they're about to learn that's not going to make them happy at all. Ooh. See? Ten of Swords. Somebody said, when I walk away, I'm done for real, because there's a lot that wasn't said. It feels like when you may have been in a position where the finances was kind of low or not, difficult, because it feels like when you needed this person to come in to help in this partnership, it's like somebody felt like they was being kicked while they was down, or the energy wasn't the same when you was helping them out. Yeah, see, some of you was married, children involved. This is why you like, somebody thought that this was, didn't have to be said. This was solidified, but because of what y'all was building together. See, good home, good stock, strong tradition. It's like it didn't have to be said because somebody thought when you're together in a partnership, what they say, sickness and health, rich or poor, we supposed to be there for each other when we need. And this is what somebody thought. And now it's like, oh, funny to them that it only applies to you. Interesting. So I see someone here, because it's really difficult to say, someone is just going within to break their necessary habits. Yeah. Somebody's like, you know what? Don't get stuck expecting me to do the right thing. Yeah. Because it feels like you're taking that off your chest. You're like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. That's not my job. Being friends you found in darkness you didn't expect. And it really thought, somebody really thought the friendship and the partnership would, it just feels like, from what y'all been through, you just felt like this person was going to be more patient, more understanding, because of what, they've been there. When they was in a rough spot, you was there for them. And now that you're in a rough spot, it feels like it's different. It's different. Okay. Soulmate, fated mate. This is what somebody truly feels. That is funny that, again, when you was in this connection, it was nothing for you to just feel like it's yours, is theirs, and everything. But now you see, not so much for them. So somebody just moving towards their passion. You see the Page of Cups. It is what it is, type of energy. Nice and nasty, hood and classy. And it really feels like, again, you have duality. Like, even with the up and down stream, you have mutable energy. But again, for some of you, the lesson here, you're holding on to who you was before you met this person, because you learned the valuable lesson about the fact that you'll never put yourself in a position to be left out in the cold again. I'll leave that there. Love and light. Oh, one more thing. Also, I see you won't leave yourself in a position to be left out in the cold again. But also, too, what I see with this soulmate, fated mate, that the person that you that you walked away from wasn't the only one that you felt was the one you're supposed to be with, but it's the one you chose. And it feels like there was a decision that I just want to say that it's funny because it felt like a partnership that worked better for you. And it's not like no shoulda, woulda, coulda, because I do feel like there's still more partnerships available to you, because I do see a Page of Cups with this Ace of Wands, to where it's going to hurt this person that you moved on. And not only did you move on, you locked into a partnership that they thought didn't exist for you. That's all I want to say, because I didn't want to hit the end button and didn't realize, OMG, I didn't say this to Pisces. Hope it's helpful. Love and light. Laters.